is lights out and away we go for the Canada sprint race. And we see Yushi in a harsh battle with Soot 85 in the Ferrari going a bit wide into the gravel. They lose a couple of positions as they lose a bunch of speed into the grass. And that means that the lead will be switched towards the Ferraris in front. As Yush falls down to the podium. A last-minute qualifying lap, or not, as a Ferrari.
As you can see, the drivers are driving.
We focus on the midfield right now. We're currently in a heated battle. Curran in the Red Bull, It's Not a Count in the Haas, and Happy in the Aston Martin making their debut. We also notice in the front runner seat, Mush, with the highest pace in the race, bless you, setting a fastest lap of 1 minute 2. But we expect this lap time to be dropped as we consider the speed that they'll be going into for the second lap. Ferraris, the prancing horses, are in deep battle with each other, pace matching as they go through turns 8, 9, and 10. It is looking to be really intense, but they remain cool and calm and collected as they go through Sector 2, and Soot manages to prioritize on a small little suboptimal route that was taken by Mushy. Still, these two cars will be getting a hefty amount of points if they just keep it on the tarmac. Mush takes back the lead, but crashes heavily, exiting out of turns 8 and 9, and it looks like they will be slowing down for the rest of the Grand Prix. This is extremely unfortunate, especially considering the high results that they were going for. Currently, Soot looks like to have prioritized this mistake, and is now in the lead of the Canada Sprint. It is very unfortunate as we see Mushy, DNF, not a great start to the Canada race weekend. When we look at Happy and Clow, who are going to be finishing this sprint with a provisional 2-3 if they don't make mistakes. But as I say that, my statement is heavily contradicted, coincidentally, as Happy enters into a slowdown section of the circuit and loses a lot of speed, jeopardizing their P2 position. Yushi and It's Not a Count capitalize on this, as the Williams shoots up to P2. It is now a race to see whether or not Yushi and the Williams can catch up to Soot in the Ferrari, currently pushing and mitigating the pace they're setting for the sprint. It looks like these three will be fighting it to the very end, as long as they don't make a major mistake. As we see Curran and Clow battling and clashing with each other in terms of racing lines, trying not to show a single ounce of weakness as to where a driver could capitalize on. But it looks like Curran has the upper hand in terms of confidence and consistency as they go through constantly in front and visually seen in front. The gap between Soot 85 in the Ferrari and Yushi 241 is about 6.8 seconds. This gap has only dropped a little bit by 1/10, but hopefully we can see Williams doing a bit of a resurgence considering their pole time. The fight between Curran and Klaus is still going on, with Happy just following behind. And, well, would you look at that, a Happy mistake, as we see one of the Red Bulls flip over, or no, that is the Aston Martin I mistake, going from their 2-3 position down to what is now 5-6. But it would still be a hefty amount of points. All they have to do is keep it on the gravel or the tarmac. We keep eyes on the midfield right now, or more so technically the front runners as the battle for the P3 position is still underway, with its dot account leading the charge, followed by Curran in the Red Bull and Happy in the Aston Martin. If any of these three make a suboptimal mistake, if any of these three make a mistake coming into the final laps of this sprint, then it will leave a hefty chance for one of them to possibly override and execute a possible overtake going into the closing sections of this sprint race. But right now, Cloud 54 is just focusing on maintaining their pace, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The worst case scenario is if you DNF. But even so, when you DNF, you still can at least see past and consider the next race weekend as a good opportunity to get points. It's not about of pressure, it's about of skill, it's about of good driving. And so far, Klaus is showing excellent driving. Although in P6, they should be proud of the fact that they are getting a good sketch of points, as Sut comes in to close their 8th lap and open their 9th. As we see an excellent battle going on for the podium position, with the Haas trying to perform a switchback maneuver, but it looks like it was suboptimal at best. The tire advantage for the mediums is looking best suitable now as we enter into the penultimate lap. We see Yoshi rounding out their Sector 2 as Sut crosses their final turn, giving Ferrari another great bout of points and putting another win under their belt in the Canada Sprint.
Anyways, quick scouting offer, Yushi. If you're still here, I extend the offer to 5,000 Robux. We need a driver.
Oh shit, there's a lake here?